Alright, welcome back folks, and today I'm going to show you the best builds for every killer in Dead by Daylight. I'm going to try to do this in under 5 minutes, so stay tuned. So we'll start off with the Trapper. This build is all about increasing your early game pressure and allowing time for setup, and once this is done, perks that will help you snowball the survivors. So we have Corrupt, Save the Best for Last, Pop Goes the Weasel and Deadlock. For the Wraith, we've got this build which is all about utilising your great map pressure and punishing survivors and taking advantage of your stealth. So we have Nurse's Calling, Barbecue, Deadlock and Pop Goes the Weasel. Hillbilly, he's all about his speed around the map and also increasing his chase potential. So his best build is Tinkerer, Barbecue, Bamboozle and Ruin. The Nurse's best build is all about punishing the survivors in chase and allowing you to focus on the chase and information. Deadlock, Starstruck, Sloppy Butcher and Barbecue. For the Huntress, it's all about the quick reload, the information and slowing down the early game. So the best build for the Huntress is Barbecue, I'm All Ears, Iron Maiden and Corrupt Intervention. Michael Myers needs help in the early game, so this build will get you the early pressure and information on the survivor's whereabouts whilst also taking advantage of your tier 3. So we have Corrupt, Monitoring Abuse, Infectious Fright and Lethal Pursuer. The Hag, like the Trapper, needs setup time, and also this build is going to punish survivors with items whilst also snowballing pressure once you got hooked. So we've got Franklin's, Corrupt Intervention, Devour Hope and Make Your Choice. For the Doctor, the build is all about taking advantage of his shock ability and information whilst also snowballing pressure in the later part of the game. So Thrill and Tremors, Whispers, Pop Goes the Weasel and Save the Best for Last is the Doctor's best build. For the Cannibal, his perks are all about information, catching survivors out of position and reducing your chase time. So Barbecue, Tinkerer, Bamboozle and Pop Goes the Weasel. Freddy's best build really takes advantage of his teleport with gen information and constantly returning the gen pressure to the survivors. So we've got Pop Goes the Weasel, Thrilling, Tinkerer and Discordance. The Pig's best build is all about increasing your ambush ability, getting quicker M1s and building up early game pressure. So we have Whispers, Save the Best for Last, Corrupt Intervention and Pop Goes the Weasel. The Clown's best build also reduces the survivors' early game pressure and taking advantage of your excellent chase ability. So we have Corrupt, Surge, Save the Best for Last and Brutal Strength. Spirit is all about information and keeping the survivors injured for as long as possible. Strider, Barbecue, Sloppy Butcher and Deadlock. Onto the Legion now. His best build allows you to pressure chasers whilst also taking advantage of your special powers. So Thanatophobia, Surge, Discordance and Ruin. Plague's about snowball and pressure with your special ability and giving survivors a dilemma of to cleanse or not to. Discordance, Thanatophobia, Infectious Fright and Corrupt. Ghostface's best build is all about increasing his ambush ability whilst also buying time while you're getting hooked. Getting that map information as well is important on Nurses, Lethal Pursuer, Surge and Thrill and Tremors. For the Demogorgon, it's all about the quicker M1 and also reducing your early game pressure whilst you set up your portals. So Save the Best for Last, Corrupt, Tinkerer and Deadlock. For the Oni, he's got again potential end games quicker with his special ability, so it's all about vicinity perks to help you get multiple downs and catching survivors off guard. So we've got Infectious Fright, Discordance, Monitoring Abuse and Ruin. The Deathslinger next needs map pressure whilst you're chasing, so reducing his terror radius and getting good regression on gens is a must. So we have Monitor, Ruin, Save the Best for Last and Pop Goes the Weasel. Pyramid Head informational perks isn't required in early game slowdown, so helping you pressure the right area. So we've got Discordance, Tinkerer, I'm All Ears and Corrupt. The Blight, pretty standard Blight build but extremely effective to really utilise his ability and powers. So we've got Tinkerer, Barbecue, Ruin and Deadlock. For the Twins, we're looking for early game information perks to pressure survivors immediately and perks that can work with Victor. So Barbecue, Discordance, Ruin and Lethal Pursuer. For the Trickster, I've included Blood Favor in here, but I'm pretty certain it will be changed from the PTB version. However, the rest of the build is all about increasing your chase pressure and having gen regression alongside. So we've got Ruin, Barbecue, Iron Maiden and Blood Favor. Nemesis is all about getting the chase pressure increased in early game chases whilst taking advantage of his tentacle strikes. So Save the Best for Last, Corrupt Intervention, Lethal Pursuer and Spirit Fury. For Pinhead, we're looking to take advantage of survivors picking up items to get chase pressure going whilst also getting some gen slowdown to ease the pressure on the early game. So we've got Franklin's, Hoarder, Corrupt Intervention and Deadlock. And that's it folks. Let me know what you think below, and don't forget, like the video and subscribe to the channel for more guides on both killer and survivor gameplay. I'll see you in the next one guys.